And welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Petra, and for today's video I have a makeup tutorial for you guys. I decided to show you step by step how I achieved this makeup look. I call this peachy orangey kind of look. I think it's really easy, it's not complicated at all. I think it's a great way to add a pop of color to your makeup look, and makeup is supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be about having fun and trying different stuff. I think this is a color that complements really beautifully every skin color. You know, I think it's, you know, great if you want to try something different from maybe your usual brownish neutral colors. I hope you guys are gonna love this video. If you do, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That would really mean a lot to me. And before I start rambling like I tend to do, let's jump straight into the video. So let's start. I prepped my skin, I washed my face and put this Clinique dramatically different moisturizing gel. I think this is a great moisturizer if you have oily skin. I think it's really good for under the makeup because it won't make you shiny. It's really very light on your skin. I think it's a really good base for your makeup if you have oily skin. What I usually do is I always go next for my foundation and all of that, but because I'm gonna do this peachy look now, I'm gonna start from my eyes. I think whenever maybe you're trying some different eye looks, it's easier to first do your eyes, because if you don't like it, you know, you can always take it off and do the rest of your makeup. But when you already have your foundation and everything on, it's a little bit, you know, harder to fix everything, you know. Also because of the fallout of like shimmering eyeshadow and stuff like that, it's much easier when you don't have anything on your face, so you can very easily wipe it off and do the rest of your makeup. So as I said, I'm gonna start with my eyes, and then I'll do the rest of it, the foundation, the eyebrows and everything else. For this eye look today, I'm gonna use this Makeup Revolution palette. This is Reloaded Newtrals 2. It has like this pinky and kind of, it looks more reddish in the real life than pinky eyeshadow colors. I think it was really affordable, nothing too much. And I'm gonna use this color here and basically put it all over my eye as a base. It's quite a nice peachy tone, and don't forget, always tap whatever is, I think you can see it going through next to the camera, whatever is too much of that eyeshadow, and just put it all over my eye. I'm gonna use that same brush and I'm gonna mix these two colors here. I'm gonna take a little bit smaller brush and I'm just gonna take this color here, just a little bit, and just add it a little bit in the corners here. Always remember, if you want to concentrate that like darker color a little bit more, always use a little bit smaller brush than what you use for lighter colors. And for blending, it's always easier, you know, to add more. And then you can always go again with your first brush that you use to blend everything. And then I'm gonna use this light shade here with this flat brush, and I'm just gonna add that under my eyebrow. In that way you can clean whatever you feel it's too much. You can go for some whatever like neutral lighter color it is in whatever eyeshadow palette you're using. I'm gonna use my Too Faced Natural Last palette, and I'm gonna use this color here. It's called On Fire. Really beautiful, like bronzy but with like orange undertone to it. I'm gonna use my finger, but of course you can use whatever you prefer on doing, and I'm just gonna put it in the center of my eyelid. So that's for now, that for the eyes, and that's what I was saying. It's much easier when you ever have some fallouts here. You can use your brush or makeup wipes, something to take whatever is fallen down. Much easier to clean this area when you don't have any makeup on, rather than when you already have your foundation or anything. If you are more used to doing your foundation first, I would maybe suggest put some paper here, just so you can secure whatever is too much of an eyeshadow fallout. For my foundation, I'm gonna use this Rare Beauty foundation in shade 210 Neutral, and I'm gonna use my beauty blender to blend this whole thing on my face. Of course, you can use your brush if that's what you're more used to, so let's go. I already talked about this foundation. Honestly, this is not what I use every day in terms of foundation. I think it's super nice. It's really lightweight, you know, but it has really nice coverage. I would say it's like a medium coverage, but you can build it up if you want to. It's quite pigmented, but you know, it's not like heavy or cakey on your face, which I honestly really love. I prefer doing my concealer first and then adding eyeshadow on the lower lash line, but of course you can do whatever you love. I'm using this NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer in shade 01. I'm gonna put it basically just underneath my eyes here, and I'll see, maybe I'll add in certain areas where I love to add more definition to my face. You can use your concealer to make that kind of edge of your eyeshadow, you know, if you don't love it to go too low and everywhere. Using your beauty blender or brush with your concealer, it's a really good option to clean that area around. If you want to contour your nose a little bit, and after this I'm gonna add bronzer, always add a little bit of that concealer on the sides of your nose, like this area here as well. After this concealer is quite light, you know, it's not super high coverage concealer, you know. I don't think it's something that you should use if you want to cover some blemishes or stuff like that, you know. I think it's mostly, you know, for under your eyes, you know, and lightening up certain areas, because it has more like a medium coverage. But I think for that part is really great, especially in this area. I really don't love when I put something that's full coverage. Sometimes it tends to be quite cakey, and you know, full coverage for blemishes, pimples and stuff like that is great, because you want them to leave you alone, you know, but you don't really want this area to be too cakey. I would definitely suggest maybe going for some, you know, more lightweight concealer if you wanna add more, if you wanna light up that area a little bit more, especially because of maybe dark circles and everything. I would suggest translucent powder. Really makes difference when you put translucent powder here on top of your concealer instead when you don't use it. Then I'm gonna set my face. I'm using this FENTY Beauty Pro Filter translucent powder in shade Butter, and I'm basically gonna put it underneath my eyes. Usually on like 90% of time I just do my forehead and my nose. That like T-zone is where I do tend to shine. So let's set up this facey face. I'm just gonna do my eyebrows really quickly, and I'm using Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in number 3.5. So I'm just gonna wipe this translucent powder from my eyes and the sides of my nose. Always go upward. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this eyebrow gel. This is NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel, a clear eyebrow gel, just so I make sure they do not move around. I just pray to Lord Jesus that you can hear that you can see this, because the light is crazy. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to this Makeup Revolution palette, and I'm gonna take this smaller brush that I use for the corners, and again mixed these two colors like so, and put it on my lower lash line. I think adding eyeshadow on your lower lash line really completes the look. Honestly, whatever color that you're using, I think it really adds to the look. Then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go back to this Newtrals palette. I'm gonna use this color here. It's called All Tied Up, and this, I think this is like an eyeliner brush, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and put it here in the corner of my eye. And the last thing for my eyes, in terms of like eye color and everything, I'm gonna use this white eye pencil, and this is a mini version. This is Sephora, as you can see, and I'm just gonna add that on my lower lash line, but let me just sharpen it up a little bit before that. So that's that in terms of eyes. The next thing, I'm gonna bronze up my face before I do my mascara, and I'm using this NARS Laguna, and this is the matte version. Honestly, I'm more into matte bronzers because I think they're much easier to work around. Also, if maybe if you don't have any problem with your skin, no like pimples or acne, stuff like that, you, I think, can use more bronzers that have shimmer in it, because sometimes bronzers that are shimmery can emphasize more acne or problematic areas. So if you do have problematic skin, I would definitely recommend stay away from bronzers that do have some kind of shimmer. I think this Laguna NARS, the matte one, is perfect. Also the Benefit Hula, it's also matte bronzer, but of course it all depends on your personal preference. So I'm gonna bronze up me face now. I love adding my bronzer in this area here because I don't have neither big or small forehead. I would say it's kinda, you know, regular, but if you have small forehead, I wouldn't recommend putting bronzers here because it can make it even smaller. If you do love that like bronzed forehead look, maybe I would concentrate just like in this area here, but I would definitely avoid this. But on the other hand, if your forehead is bigger and you want to make it look a little bit smaller, definitely you can add it here to give it more of a dimension. And I'm just gonna bronze up my nose a little bit. Again, if you ever feel like you overdid it or you want to just make it softer, just go with either your foundation brush or setting brush, whatever that you used on the sides of your nose. Also here, whatever you feel like you need a little bit extra. Some lip balm. The next step is my mascara. I'm gonna first curl my eyelashes. I'm using this CoverGirl Lash Curler, and after that I'm gonna use my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara on my top and bottom lashes. Second coat, same mascara. My next step is highlighter, probably my favorite step, and I'm using this Rare Beauty highlighter in shade Transcend. It's gorgeous, let me tell you, I really love it. So I'm gonna put that here. What I love about this highlighter is it really, like, depending on how much you want to put it and like what kind of look are you going for, it can be very subtle, barely there, you know, glow, and can be that like crazy, you know, highlighter, but still it doesn't look like, even when you put too much, it kind of looks, I don't want to say natural, but you know what I mean. It's not like that crazy line. It really gives that like beautiful shine and really just glow. Really, I wouldn't even say shine, it's just beautiful glow. And I always try to connect it with like my under eyebrow area. I mean, this is so pretty. It blends out so nicely. I mean, you basically just want to put more and more because it looks super nice. A little bit here. I find it when you have oily skin, it's very tricky, you know, to add highlighter on top of your nose because you don't want to make it look shiny even more. So always go really lightly. I mean, I like it. It really looks nice. Yeah. Oh, if I just had anywhere to go now with this makeup, that would be even better. But yeah. And last thing for this makeup look are the lips. I already put my lip balm, but don't forget to do that multiple times during your makeup. What I'm gonna use on my lips is this NYX Matte Lip Liner in shade Brunch Me. It's in that like peachy color, which I think is gonna complement the eye look really nice. So I'm gonna put that on my lips. Let's just sharpen it up a little bit before that. And on top of that, I'm just gonna put this Milk lip+cheek in shade Work. Honestly, I don't use this for my cheeks, I just use it for my lips. It has some interesting smell to it, and it's like pinkish peachy color basically, and it's really hydrating on your lips. So, and this is the final look, guys. I hope you like it. As you've seen, it's really nothing complicated. You can do this at your home. You can use whatever kind of eyeshadow palette you have at home. I think it's a really fun, and makeup is supposed to be about having fun and trying different looks and different styles, you know. I think it's a great option to add some pop of color into your makeup look, something that looks really good with like all beige or all black outfit. I think it's really cool for maybe going out, or you know, whatever kind of occasion that you have. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That would really mean a lot to me. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!